All right, we welcome everybody. It's going to be 8th grade boys basketball here at Claremont Northeastern High School as the 8th grade Rockets take on the Bulldogs from Batavia. We're about 15 seconds from tipping off our play-by-play. It's going to be brought to you by Liz Benjamin.
Sorry, I was trying to get Bowen's first name. I can't.
Colton Bowen.
Colton, thank you.
Hopefully this game is
we
more about basketball and less about conversations than our first game.
That wasn't interesting. I got to be on the table for that.
Interesting is a good word.
Interesting. I got to say, hey, you got a wristband on it, kid. Sorry, am I not? There we go. A little bit closer. Okie Connor Yeager's going to be taking the tip for the Rockets against Melman. I'm going to have to phonetically do that. They're Bulldogs get the tip-off and the quick basket.
Number 44.
By Bruley. Sorry, I have to get used to your handwriting. Grant Collier brings it up for the Rockets. Goes up for the points. Connor Yeager with the rebound. Up to Wyatt Van Pelt. To Colton. Tipped away by the Bulldogs. Ultimately handled by Baumgartner, I'm assuming. Quick pass up to 40. I'm going to get these names Slaughter for the 2. Give me a minute to get used to it. Colton throws it over top to Connor Yeager. Knocked by the Bulldogs. Taken away. Lots of sloppy play at the very beginning here. The Rockets look like they're going to be in a man-to-man set. Bulldogs inbound it to Richardson. Kicks it out. Bulldog with the rebound. Up and good by Melman. Timeout Rockets.
Pretty quick 6-0 jump there for the Bulldogs.
I just want to confirm 14 is Melman. Sorry.
All right, we're back coming out of the timeout. Bulldogs have jumped to a quick 6-0 lead.
Up to Wedding. He's going to dribble through the press of the Bulldogs. We're going to get a foul on 40, which is Slaughter. That's his first foul, first foul for both teams. Colton Bowman's going to take it out for the Rockets to Wyatt Van Pelt. He's going to dribble with Slaughter guarding him. He dribbles to the corner. To Wedding. To Collier. Collier's dribbling against the pressure.
Kind of a big lineup for the Rockets now.
It is. With the exception of Collier, they're all pretty tall. Got a foul. Shooting 2 is going to be Wedding. Let me get his first name. Wedding is Parker.
Parker Wedding
is going to shoot his first 2 for the night. And I missed you that foul. 50. Richardson's called for his first. Bulldogs second. Wedding makes the first.
8th grade Rockets lost a pretty close one.
Parker hits them both. Give him 2. The Rockets fall back in a man-to-man. They're not going to apply pressure this time. Baumgartner brings it up. .14 is Melman.
Slapped out of bounds by Connor Yeager. Good defense. It'll be Batavia ball.
It always takes me a minute to get the opposing team's names. It's awful. Pooley takes it out for the Bulldogs. Off of Connor Yeager's back. Pooley's going to take it out again.
Pretty well defended there.
Oh, no, they're going to give it to the Rockets. Colton Bowman's going to take it out against a 2-2-1 full court pressure. Parker Wedding's going to dribble through it. It's going to be Bulldogs ball. Pooley's going to take it out to Baumgartner, who's going to be the main ball handler for this quarter against a man-to-man defense. Connor Yeager on the defense. Bowman against Melman. Melman's got a pretty sweet haircut. I can't go without commenting. I got to see it up close. That is a sweet mullet. And I think he knows it.
I'd say you're probably right.
I mean, to rock a white headband with the bangs over top. Oh, nice.
Nice cut by Melman.
Nice cut. He misses it.
Good rebound.
Bowman
by
with the rebound. They're gonna get Melman for his first foul. Bulldogs second or third.
Melman probably gets that foul because he's irritated that he missed the bunny.
Oh, and it was a beautiful cut and beautiful. Just didn't finish. Grant Collier with a dribble to break the press to Wedding. Keep his head up in the trap. Collier dribbles through that trap to Bowman. Back to Wedding. Wedding's going to pop a three. Misses it. Rebound for Richardson to Melman. Melman is an unusual name. I'm pretty certain he had a sister that graduated a couple years ago that was pretty good. Melman on the drive. Shot up. Rebounded by Connor Yeager. He's going to take it full court.
First time Connor Yeager's brought the ball up. He'll do that from time to time for the Rockets.
Especially off of a rebound.
Usually ends to
Melman ends up with the ball, strips it from Collier.
When Yeager brings it up, it usually leads to an odd mismatch.
I would agree with that. Melman being guarded by Bowman to Richardson. No, sorry, that was Pooley with the shot attempt. Pooley with the second shot. Connor Yeager with the rebound. He's going to go ahead. Nope, he's going to find Grant Collier. Grant's going to bring the ball up for the Rockets. Bulldogs are in a man-to-man defense today.
I'd like to see the Rockets try to go inside a little bit. Are we going to get an illegal screen, or are we going to get fighting through the screen?
Oh, they're going to give it on Baumgartner, his first. Bulldogs fourth. From this angle, Van Pelt was set. He didn't throw the knee. He did have a wide stance, but I think their coach question? Nope.
No, the coach is telling his kid to shut up. It wasn't a really great screen on our part, but the way the defense fought through it was a foul as well.
Yeah.
So all around, that was an 8th grade basketball
Collier's going
play.
to take it in. Gets a nice seal by Yeager. Misses but fights for the rebound.
Thought we'd see a jump ball there, but we didn't.
Did not. Melman's going to push the pace for the Bulldogs. It looks like he likes to run and gun. Misses the layup. Gets his own rebound. Hits it to, give me a second.
Number 20.
20 would be Collier.
Collier spelled the other way.
Yes.
Out of bounds off the shot. It'll be Rocket ball.
No relation to Grant. Bulldogs steal the inbounds pass, but are out of bounds. And that would be Smith. Bowman's going to inbound it for the Rockets to Collier. He's going to go ahead and just dribble through the pressure. Up to Van Pelt. Van Pelt takes it to the corner and off of his foot. Bulldogs ball. Melman's going to go ahead and take over the ball handling right now. Nope. I stand corrected. Smith is going to do it against the man-to-man defense of the Rockets. Melman guarded by Bowman. Hits it down low to Collier. Collier out to Rush. Rob rebounded by Phillips. Put back by Phillips. His first two of the night. The Bulldogs are up to an 8-2 lead. Bowman throws it over everybody. Attempts it to Yeager. Ball is stolen away by Rash. Smith slows it down and brings it up for the Bulldogs. The Rockets are still staying in that man-to-man defense. Connor Yeager applying the pressure to Rash. Back cut by Smith. Decides not to shoot it. Gives it to Melman, who goes up and is fouled by Connor Yeager. This is Melman and the Bulldogs' first attempts from the line. Connor Yeager with his first foul, and that is the first foul on the Rockets. Melman's shot is in, but doesn't count because it rolled out. It's about as in as you can get without it counting. He lines up for his second. It's good. Give him 3 points for the evening. Bowman is going to inbound it against the press. Smith contests it. Back to Bowman. He's going to throw it to Wedding. He's off balance. Throws it to Van Pelt. Smith for the Bulldogs ultimately comes down with it. He's going to slow the pace get his team ready to set up an offensive set. Smith is guarded by Van Pelt. Parker is applying pressure to Phillips. Melman. And that is Phillips off of the pass from Melman. Give him 4 for the night. Parker. Wedding takes it. Dribbles up against that press. Little slightly out of control. Rolling around to Bowman. Connor Yeager with the pump fake. The fadeaway shot's no good. Van Pelt helps tip it away. They're going to let it. Bulldogs ball. Nope. Yep. Bulldogs ball off of Van Pelt.
23 seconds to play. Things getting a little kind of awkward there, Liz.
It did. It was a lot of backing around, and with me not knowing all the names, it's killing me. Smith brings it up for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, don't feel like you got to say them all.
If I have to, I might just say numbers.
Just get the important ones. You don't have to do this like a radio broadcast, right?
I will lay back a little bit.
That was our goober brother on the phone with me wanting to know what kind of Leatherman I carry every day.
Which goofy brother? 3 seconds called against, that would be Phillips.
The younger one.
A Leatherman.
Yes.
Like the Leatherman tool?
Yes, I've carried the same.
Isn't it a Leatherman, like
no,
a name brand?
It's the Leatherman brand.
Van Pelt to Yeager. Yeager's going to throw it over everybody to Wedding. Oh, I thought he tiptoed it. Clock runs out. The Rockets are down 2-11. We'll be back shortly.
All right, we're back. Getting ready to start the second quarter where the Rockets trail 11-2.
Well, I like this. I don't know if you can tell. Everybody's kind of the same color and we're small. The varsity coach, Coach Corey Moore, has decided to help sit in on the 8th grade huddle. I like it when the high school coaches offer advice to the younger ones because ultimately we're trying to build a program. I like to see that. And I'm sure the 8th graders think it's pretty nice to have it. The Rockets are going to have the possession coming into the second quarter with Bowman inbounding to Collier. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to back off that full court pressure, just do a simple man-to-man half court. Tried to end it to.
Be careful with that screen.
He was a nice inbound attempt to Yeager, but ultimately swatted away. The Bulldogs are going to end up with it. And Baumgartner is back in the game to handle their ball handling duties.
If the Rockets don't clean up their screens at the top, I predict that
an
illegal screen is going to get called.
It will get called, especially if these refs call similar to they called in the game before. That's Melman with a nice take.
That's a bummer that Bowen got tagged there. That looked like a pretty good defensive play.
At the last minute, he decided to swat downward. That is his first foul and only the second foul for the Rockets, but it does send Melman to the line, and he's 1 for 2. Oh, man, that's the same like his first one. It's in and out, does not count. It looked just like his first free throw attempt. Second one is good. That gives him 4 for the night. I haven't got to mention it this year, and I don't have their roster. I wish I did. The Rockets have cheerleaders here. We haven't had them for most of the season. There's 3 of them, and I will get their names at halftime because I'm sure their parents will want to hear those.
I know one of them's a Pennington.
And that's all I know. But I will make sure we get them, and we'll get them some recognition in there.
Let's ask your young son, Kenny Heflin.
I don't know. They're 8th grade girls.
They're 8th grade girls. Do you know any of those other cheerleaders? We got Savannah Pennington.
That's Melman's second. That's a pretty good one.
We'll have to find out. We'll get them from Mr. Boothby later.
I will pull a book out of John Fishback's. My son doesn't talk to girls.
Right.
Grant Collier at the shot attempt. The rebound's off of Wedding's hands and ultimately ends up with the Bulldogs. Melman's going to push the pressure. The other Bulldogs point guards slow it down. Melman pushes it. That three-point attempt was up by number 40, rebounded by 44 of the Bulldogs to 50. That's a nice passing around. Melman takes it in. Off the backboard, it's good. Give him 6.
It's kind of frustrating for the Rockets there.
Yes, give up
to give up an offensive rebound when you have a height advantage at every position on the floor.
The only Melman's not as short. He's
Melman,
about the same height as Wedding.
Not much.
But he plays well. He plays taller, I should say. He's also one to jump.
Playing a little more active.
We got Clayton Bacon coming in the game for the first time for the Rockets. This takes a little bit of our height advantage away.
Clayton Bacon. I thought it's Peyton Bacon.
No, that is Clayton. I call him Clay.
Oh.
He plays football with my son and baseball.
Well, there you go.
His mom is also a teacher at C&E. If she watches this on a playback, she'll make fun of me for calling her out. Smith into Yeager. They're going to say it's on the court.
Hip check.
That is Connor Yeager's second foul. Bulldogs are going to take it out underneath the basket. Wait. Did I miss that? They called the foul on Connor Yeager, but they were getting ready to give the ball to the Rockets.
Yep,
And they were just as confused as we were. I wanted to make sure. Hey, they almost got by with it. The Bulldogs are going to inbound it underneath their own basket against a man-to-man defense by the Rockets. Ball's inbounded to Pooley. Gets it taken away by Yeager. Yeager decides to go up the court. Let's see if I think he might end up taking over ball handling duties to Bacon. Baiting that was a nice look to Bowman. Ultimately can't handle it. Bulldogs come up with it. Rockets are going to apply a little bit of full court pressure here. We haven't seen, they're going to fall back. Off the rebound, they decided to pressure a little bit. Bowman's got his hands full guarding Melman. Melman misses the layup. Rebounded by Connor Yeager to Bacon. Bacon's going to get trapped.
Pretty big pressure here.
There is a pretty big, and they're saying he
Dribbled
dropped on the line. And when we talked about the height advantage, we do not have it with Bacon. Bulldogs are going to inbound it. Smith's going to take it up. Rockets are remaining in that man-to-man defense. It's Pooley with the dribble drive. Tucks it out to Richardson, who misses it.
Another offensive rebound.
Another offensive rebound. That is Pooley. The dribble drive. Connor Yeager decides he wants the ball and gets the defensive rebound. Gives it to Van Pelt. He dribbles up the court. Nobody's really pressuring him. Let's see. To Wedding in the corner. Wedding drives. Tries to hit it to Van Pelt, but Van Pelt was out of bounds. Bulldog ball. It was a little awkward sequence for the Rockets, and they're kind of giving themselves the look like they knew it was awkward. Smith, the ball handler.
The Rockets are going to need to decide they feel like boxing out and
taking
the ball to the basket.
Taking it to the basket. They're a big fan of this right corner, and there is a basket there, but it doesn't count. Melman with the turnaround. That's a nice feed to Smith, who feeds it out to Richardson. Yeager with the block and the rebound, but Melman pulls it down, and it ultimately ends up with it. Connor Yeager does an excellent job not picking up that third foul. Bowman ends up with it. He showed great restraint and held still. Van Pelt's going to be bringing it up. I believe that's against Pooley. To Wedding. Feeds Connor Yeager, who's double-teamed quickly. Van Pelt in the corner to Wedding. That is a nice dribble drive. Block on Melman. That is Melman's third. That is he's been the spark for the Bulldogs.
He kind of had the right idea, but if he'd have stayed on his feet, it would have been a no call.
Yeah, he
wanted to take the charge.
An NBA flop.
Wedding was correct. Wedding made a good offensive recovery to not charge.
Wedding is the only scorer for the Rockets currently. He's 3 for 3. Give him 3 points.
No field goals for the Rockets.
No field goals. Our only points are from Parker Wedding at the line. I bet Coach that was a nice take. I like that. The Bulldogs brought in a whole host of subs, and I'm not even going to get to their names, and I'm sorry about that. Parker misses the second. Bowman with an offensive rebound, which is nice for them to get another attempt. To Connor Yeager. Sorry, I thought that was a bad pass to Bowman. I didn't see Connor Yeager there. To Van Pelt up top. Van Pelt's going to drive. Ultimately ends up in the corner. Tries to make a pass to Bowman. Out of bounds. Bulldogs ball. Pooley's going to take it out. And with Baumgartner out of the game, Smith is going to be the point guard for the Bulldogs. The Rockets look like they're still staying in that man-to-man defense.
The Rockets are playing like they're in a scrimmage right now and not in a ball game.
I would agree. This was a last-minute change. I did find out Western Brown was on the schedule for us, and Western Brown 8th grade is quarantined, and the 7th grade for Batavia is quarantined, so we flip-flopped opponents. So 3 teams came together with the teams that weren't quarantined and played each other, and CNE is hosting it.
So there's another. I got you.
So, yes. So 7th grade, Batavia is quarantined. 8th grade, Mount Orb is quarantined. So Batavia is like, well, we have an extra spot. We'll come play CNE's 8th graders.
That's confusing.
It is very confusing, but it is what it is. And I also found out, I think I mentioned this before, that coaches and refs don't have to quarantine like the rest of the basketball team. That's an over and back called. Van Pelt had established himself in the front court and threw it to the back court.
Well, you know why.
They're not 6. They're 6 feet away, is what I was told.
And the referees wear their mask at timeouts.
That's true. I was told that the coaches and referees maintain a proper 6 feet, and that's why they do not have to. With a referee shortage, though, could you imagine if refs had to quarantine?
It'd be a rough year.
It would be even rougher than it is.
You think it'd be time for me to bust my zigs back out?
I bet that they would.
Think I could get an emergency license?
I bet they would.
Renewal?
They're doing emergency substitute teacher's license, which, by the way, CNE's looking for them. You don't even have to have a bachelor's degree. You just have to pass a background check. Smith with the dribble drive floater.
So a
That's his
pulse
first.
and no criminal record is what you're saying?
Basically, a pulse, no criminal record, and you sit through one training class and you make $85 a day. It's the best gig going around, and CNE needs them. And you're only there for 7 hours.
I suppose so.
The whole state is in a shortage. We thought it was just CNE, Greater Cincinnati, but it's the whole state, and the state issued this emergency substitute. It's kind of nice. Smith is going to bring it up. It looks like the Rockets are still in that man-to-man. I thought for a split second a 2-3, but I stand corrected. Wedding guarding the ball handler. Smith makes a move, lays it back. That is up and good for Rash. That's his first 2 of the night. The Rockets still have no scorers except for Wedding. That ball was stolen away momentarily by Phillips, and he knocks it out of bounds. Phillips, sorry. They're going to give it possession to the Bulldogs. What is that? Rash is trying to post up on Connor Yeager, who's got a solid foot on him, and that made me chuckle for a second. Screen attempt by the Bulldogs, just brushed off by Van Pelt. Smith for the 3. Banks off, no good. Connor Yeager comes up with it, tries to push it ahead to Van Pelt. Stolen away by Smith. He gives it off. Ultimately ends up with Collier. Back up to Smith. He's going to probably set up a set. We got 46 seconds left in the second quarter.
The Rockets got no flow right now.
They're playing super disruptive, which I've heard. I didn't get to watch the last 2 games. They've been playing pretty smooth. Ultimately, 2 rough losses. But this is not the way that Coach wanted him to come out. Off of Smith's foot, no call. Blocked Yeager. Swatted away Van Pelt. Bulldogs end up with it.
Even there, that's a heck of a nice block.
I think that Clayton Bacon was excited. He was guarding somebody smaller than him in Collier. And Bacon picks up his first foul. That is the Rockets' 4th. This is very few times that Clay Bacon gets to guard somebody equal height. And I'm sure that Collier feels the same way for the Bulldogs. The 7th grade, I don't know if you got to tune in, they started off pretty slow. Their second half, they maintained the same scoring as Mount Orb. But the Rockets are going to have to make some major halftime adjustments. Bowman with the nice steal. Gives it to Yeager. Yeager is going to take it with 6 seconds. With the numbers up and good. First field goal, and we're going to get a foul. It's going to go to the line. That foul is called on Phillips. That's his first. That is the 6th team foul for the Bulldogs, but with 3 seconds left to go in the quarter, it's not really going to matter. They're going to count the basket for Connor Yeager, and he's going to put up his free throw attempt with 3.8 seconds left in the second. Hits the back of the rim. Bulldogs get possession. And ending the half, we have the Bulldogs 18, Rockets 5. Foul trouble for the Bulldogs is in Max Moman. He has 3. And Connor Yeager for the Rockets has 2. The leading scorer for that half for the Rockets is Parker Wedding with 3. Connor Yeager has 2. Max Moman for the Bulldogs is leading everyone with 6. Caden Phillips with 4. Daniel Smith with 2. Max Rash with 2. Alex Slaughter with 2. And Jaden Pulley with 2. We'll be back for second half coverage.
No, full screen. All right, we're back from Claremont Northeastern High School to
Hold on,
start the.
I want to say it. Welcome back to the launching pad.
Oh, there you go.
I had to say it.
Good for you.
We called that all growing up. Come on. We're back for the second half against Batavia Bulldogs versus Rockets. Batavia's holding an 18-5 lead. Batavia is going to get the possession. Nice back cut. Up and good by Slaughter. Give him 4. That was Baumgartner to Slaughter. The Bulldogs are going to maintain a much stouter full court pressure than they did in the first half. They did a 2-2-1 defensive pressure. Looks like they're doing a 1-2-1-1 jump ball. Rockets are going to get possession.
I'll be interested to see how long Batavia can stay in that sort of a pressure set.
I said that was serious pressure. The Rockets took their entire allot at halftime. They just came out on the court as we were, they took their whole time in there. Inbound it to Connor Yeager. He's a little off balance. Rebound by Baumgartner.
Yeager knocked away and had to shoot off of his left foot when it really was setting up to do a right foot pivot.
3-point attempt. Rebounded by Yeager. He rips it out. I think that was actually rebounded by a Bulldog, and he decided to just take it. He's going to push the pressure to Parker Wedding. He takes his time, makes sure it goes in. That was a nice job.
Good job, Parker Wedding.
Made sure it went in.
Good look from Yeager.
That was way to keep your head up. And that foul goes on Slaughter. That's his second. Parker, I thought he was going to pump fake it. But ultimately, he draws the foul and makes the layup, most importantly. Parker's our leading scorer here for the Rockets today. Misses that and one attempt. He's got 5. The Rockets are not applying full court pressure. They haven't this whole game. They're going to fall back in a man-to-man. Collier is guarding Baumgartner, the point guard. The Bulldogs are good at the cut, and they're good at hitting each other on the cut.
Nobody consistently playing the post for him, playing a 5 out and just cutting through.
Yeah, I would agree. Off-balance shot attempt by Richardson. Rebound pulled in by Van Pelt to Collier to set up a defensive or offensive set. I'm sorry about that.
Rockets were really lucky to even grab that defensive rebound.
They were.
Wedding was in the right spot for it, but didn't have his hands up.
Collier with the drive. Push off to Wedding. Wedding fights for it. Ends up with the offensive rebound to Collier. Pump fakes it back to Wedding. Nice step. That looked good. Wedding, give him 2 more. He's got 7. I almost could have been a walk, but, hey, I like it. He's aggressive. He's been more aggressive this week.
For the most part, officials are giving that what they call the Euro
step.
The
Euro step, which I'm
not a fan of, but whatever.
I'm old school, especially at this grade level, but such as it is. The Bulldogs with another offensive rebound. They are crashing the offensive boards.
Probably the
Baumgartner with the
most
take to Yeager. Yeager with the block. Wedding comes up with it. Back to Yeager. Yeager decides he's going to take it. The Bulldogs kind of loafed back. They had 3 set. Yeager dribbles around all of them. Goes in, takes a contested shot, and gets fouled.
It's a pretty smart take
I
there
like
by
it.
Connor
He
Yeager.
did not have the numbers, but the Bulldogs were just slow getting back, and he's deceptively quick for his size.
They never really set up a good defensive set there, so he was able to weave traffic. You would have thought seeing a big guy screaming down the floor like that, a charge is coming, but he was able to wait around it pretty well.
He's having some free throw woes. That's his second miss. That was Baumgartner who picked up his second foul. Yeah, when you see Connor, especially up close, he's gotten taller and he's slimmed down some, and he's very mobile for his size. These Bulldogs come with the rebound.
He's light on his feet.
He's light on his feet. Another, see Josh Fishback? I guess if you know, you know.
You know, you know.
If you know, you know. Our old school Rockets will pick up on some of those names. The Rockets are playing pretty tight defensive coverage. Yeager with the rebound. The Bulldogs are trying to get a jump ball. Yeager was not having it. They are double-teaming Grant Collier, full court. Finds Van Pelt, who finds Yeager on a slash. Yeager sees the numbers, tries to get into Bowman, ultimately ends up with Bowen, sorry. Rebound, Bowen, shot attempt, Yeager. Out for his own miss. Give Connor 4. Sorry, I mispronounced his name.
Let's get a defensive stop here.
This would be big. The Rockets have cut into the lead. It's
down 9.
Now 9. Collier ends up hitting the ground, but comes up quickly. That looked awkward. The Rockets are not applying as much pressure to the three-point line as they were. Yeager with another rebound. As soon as we're getting to defensive rebounds, we're getting pressure.
Good look from Grant Collier.
That was a nice baseball pass. Ooh. I'm actually kind of – he was in it. That was a baseball pass to Wedding. Wedding went too far baseline and couldn't get the shot attempt, so was trying to hit it to Colton. Ultimately hits off of a Bulldog's foot and saved the Rockets. There's a whole line change in there.
The rack, he probably gets fouled.
He probably would, but he also looked like he was too low. Yeager with the rebound off of the Wedding miss with another rebound. Puts it up again. Bulldogs, the shortest player on the court, ends up with it. That was Collier. To Smith is now the point guard for the Bulldogs. Melman's back in the game with his 3 fouls. Connor Yeager fights off the box out to get the rebound. Throws it up to Parker, who Parker does a little forearm there. Misses the free throw. Melman with the rebound. Van Pelt with the stop.
That could have been a
Parker,
foul.
nice Euro.
We'll
call it a Euro.
That wasn't a foul.
Bowen with the rebound. Van Pelt. Smith for the Bulldogs comes down with it. Little bit of awkward sequence. I'm not even going to attempt to play-by-play that.
Let's hope
you guys can watch it.
Let's hope things don't get this out of control.
It could get bad.
Yeah,
Melman post up.
Frustrated.
Van Pelt was there to help knock it away. They're going to give that to the Rockets. Melman doesn't believe that was the case. The Bulldogs are applying man-to-man pressure. Full court man, nice pump fake. Inadvertent horn. Stops the play. That was beautiful. Parker Wedding did a cut to the ball and went long, and Colton Bowman read it, tossed it over. Unfortunately, there was an accidental horn blow, which stopped the play. Bowman takes it out of his own sideline, gives it to Parker Wedding. To Collier. With heavy pressure. Collier tries to get it over to Bowman. The pass is intercepted by Pooley. He goes coast to coast, misses the layup. I'll give Grant Collier. He definitely caused that. I don't know if he got a hand on it, but he caused it. He's going to try to pick up a foul against Pooley. Doesn't happen. Van Pelt. Looks like it's a 2-3 zone now with heavy pressure on the guards. Collier with the take. He's going to get it. He extended his arm. I would agree that 20 was on him, but when you extend that arm, you're going to get that called. Player control foul against Grant Collier. That's his first, and I believe the first Rockets foul for the half. Brady Schmidt gets to come in. I'm sure he's going to take some ball handling duty. Smith, the main ball handler. There's 53 seconds left. This quarter went quick. 50 seconds left.
Because they haven't blown the whistle very much. There's been some action
between
the teams, but they haven't blown many whistles.
The Bulldogs try to cut Collier with a back cut. Isn't found, out of bounds. Colton Bowen is going to take the ball out. Breaks long to Parker Wedding. Uses his left hand. Up and in. Give him 9. The Rockets respond with some full court pressure we haven't seen. Oh, they're going to get Yeager. He was set, but he put his hands down. That's a rough one. Connor Yeager picks up his 3rd, and Melman's going to go to the line. This is going to be his 5th and 6th shot attempts, or free throws for the day. He is the Bulldogs' leading scorer right now. Makes his first. Give him 7. He's missed the front end the last 2 times he's shot him. Makes both of them. Give him 8. Bulldogs are staying in that full court pressure. They decide to put some people back since the Rockets have been thrown over them. Stolen away by Melman. Tries to give it to his teammate. Bowen steals it. Gives it to Schmidt. Heads up. Throws it across to Wedding. Wedding thought about sending it to Yeager. 20 seconds left. Wedding tries to get it to Schmidt. Melman taps it. I don't know if he got poked in the face. Definitely is covering his face.
Contact out of sorts.
Definitely doesn't look comfortable. 17 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. The Rockets have put in more points this quarter than they did the whole first half. Parker with a nice take. He's going to draw another foul. He's been at the foul line quite a lot tonight. Ref's trying to figure out which Bulldog to call it on. Looks like I think 30. I'm going to wait till it puts on the board so I make sure. This is Parker's 6th and 7th free throw attempt, and that was 30. Rash, his first foul. Parker makes the first, give him 10. He's the leading scorer for both teams. Second shot is second free throw. Miss. Bowen with the rebound, hits it out to Schmidt. Schmidt thought about driving, knocked away. Bowman decides to shoot. At this time, our Lady Rockets are going to do a crowd cheer, or cheerleaders, and I'll announce their names after their cheer. Our cheerleaders, am I muted or am I live? Our cheerleaders are coached by Melanie Smarks. We have 8th grader Savannah Pennington, 8th grader Carla Evans, and 8th grader Lacey Hale. Yeah. Bulldogs with the possession starting the fourth quarter off of Bowman's foot. Out of bounds to the Bulldogs. Melman's remaining in the game with his 3 fouls. Connor Yeager with 3. Baumgartner with the Bulldogs with 2. And Slaughter with 2. Those are the only real foul issues we have. Rockets are in a man-to-man off of the inbound. Melman attempts to make that pass to Phillips. Out of bounds, Rockets ball. The Bulldogs are not doing the heavy pressure. They're going to be in a 2-2-1 zone rather than that man-to-man that they've been doing most of the third. To Wedding, back to Bowman. Bowman saw it. I don't think he realized the muscle he had. Overthrew Van Pelt to try to cause that fast break. Melman's going to take it out for the Bulldogs. It's the right idea. He just threw it way too hard. I like the idea of pushing it, though. It was a big third quarter for the Rockets, scoring-wise. Collier's going to be guarding the ball carrier. Connor Yeager attempts to go around and steal it. Hits the deck. Bulldogs end up with it. That's Baumgartner. That's his first 2 for the night.
Bad luck for the Rockets there. That was really good effort.
It was very good effort by everybody. Van Pelt's going to take it to Collier. Going to end up, thought he was going to get trapped. Dribbles his way out the trap to Van Pelt in the corner, but the pump fake take. He's going to do a floater. Nice shot by Wyatt Van Pelt. That is his first 2. It's a nice little pump fake and take. I guess the kids call that a floater.
A little floater.
I watched my son play NBA 2K way too much, and I hear that floater all the time. The Rockets maintain that man-to-man defense.
Do they say boom shakalaka?
They do. No, they don't. I wish. What was that, NBA Jam?
Yeah.
I love that. Connor Yeager decides he wants the rebound. He's going to attempt to throw it to Van Pelt. His pass is on target. Van Pelt dribbles through, puts it up. Thought it was going to actually go in. He tipped around. Collier comes in, disrupts it. The Bulldogs ultimately end up with it. One-on-one situation with Pulley to Yeager. Yeager did an excellent job not picking up a 4th foul. He did the same thing there. Melman saves it into the hands of Yeager, who pushes it to Van Pelt. He makes the layup. Give him 4. Made sure that layup went in. 4:15 left to go in that quarter. I keep forgetting that this is a middle school game and there's only 6-minute quarters, which explains why it's going so fast.
6 points.
Yeager
Is about as
Yeager with the steal, throws it to Van Pelt, who takes it and misses the left-handed layup. Melman with the rebound.
It's 2 fast break attempts the Rockets have.
He made the
not
last
been
one. He
able
made
to-
the last one.
Yeah, we've had 3 in the last couple minutes.
Yeah,
we
we connected on one. That is true. The Bulldogs decided to slow the pace a little bit. Melman with the screen. Baumgartner dribbles to the left, shoots a three-point. Wedding can't secure it, so he tips it to his teammate. Yeager decides to take it up the court. He decides he's just going to take it. Does a slide Euro, puts it in. Give Connor Yeager 6 points.
It's the tightest the game's been since early
It
in the
is.
first.
The Rockets have cut it to 4. Connor slides over. Excellent job. He is aware of his foul positions. That's Melman's first of the second half. Give him 10 for the night. Connor Yeager with his left hand dribbles around. It's a foul called against Richards. That's his second.
Do you think Connor Yeager ate some Wheaties at halftime?
He had to have, or we could revert back to Space Jam and he drank that special juice that Michael Jordan gave to the Looney Tunes. Brady Schmidt's going to come back in for the Rockets. Gives us a shorter lineup, but 2 ball handlers on the court. The Bulldogs are staying in a man-to-man off that inbound. Yeager to Wedding. Was that a 12-foot shot attempt? No good. Yeager with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Bulldogs end up with it on a fast break against Collier.
That's a walk.
Oh, yes, he gets it. Took one extra step on the Euro. He tried to... Oh, I noticed Melman getting attended to by our amazing athletic trainer, Matthew. Always willing to help everybody. Wedding's going to do the... Oh, nope. Collier decided he's going to do it. Timeout, Rockets. 2:57 left to go in the game. Down 6.
What's our scoring situation?
Oh, now that you mention it, for the Rockets, Wyatt Van Pelt with 4. Parker Wedding continues to lead the way for the Rockets at 10. Connor Yeager with 6. For the Bulldogs, Mason Baumgartner with 2. Max Melman with 10. Caden Phillips with 4. Daniel Smith with 2. Max Rash with 2. Alex Slaughter with 4. And Jaden Pooley with 2. Come out. 2:55 left to go. This is our first look. Lucas Yeager gets some playing time in this fourth quarter for the Rockets. First 8th grade minutes he has. He got some 7th grade minutes. Brady to Yeager. Yeager ends up coming down with it. Grant Collier with a 3-point attempt. No good. The Yeager boys can't secure it. Bulldogs come up with it. Collier applies some pressure but falls back. Smith is going to be the point guard. Smith and Baumgartner have taken turns ball handling for the Bulldogs. What is this? Pooley with the drive. Up and good. Give him 4 for the night. Lucas Yeager takes it out. The Bulldogs have stopped their full court pressure, and it looks like they're in a 1-2-2 defense. Hopefully the Rockets can take advantage of the zone, the spread of the zone. Taken away by Smith. He's got a one-on-one against Brady Schmidt. Brady Schmidt causes an errant layup. Another shot attempt by the Bulldogs. That's 2 offensive rebounds in that set by the Bulldogs.
Possessions like this one are what got the Rockets behind in the first half.
It is.
Giving up goofy offensive rebounds.
You give up like 45 seconds of game clock, too. Connor Yeager decides he wants the rebound. Hits it to Brady Schmidt. He slows it a little bit. Got some pressure on him. Pushes the pace. They do not have numbers. Back to Connor Yeager. Back to Schmidt. Hits it to Parker. Parker Wedding decides to drive. It's up and good, and give him 12. Rockets fall back into a half-court man-to-man defense. Brady Schmidt guarding Smith. To Pooley, guarded by Lucas Yeager. It's going to be a test on how well Lucas Yeager can move against a ball handler and a much smaller opponent. Pooley with a 3-point up, no good. Yeager with the rebound. Brady Schmidt with his left hand dribbling up the court, pushing numbers to Parker. He decides he's going to drive. Up and good. Give him 14. This is a big night for Parker Wedding. This is a good game. C&E calls a timeout. He's trying to, looks like 51.6 seconds, down 4. He's trying to get his team to jump into a press, and they didn't. He was able to get a timeout in.
Good coaching there.
It was.
So tomorrow, we're going to have a fairly big day for the rocketcast. As long as my work day goes as planned, I'm planning on bringing the freshman, JV, and varsity games against Blanchester tomorrow.
I think this is going to be our first time the freshmen get some
It will be
air
the
time.
first and only time we can bring the freshmen on the rocketcast.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be probably will end up missing that first quarter. I'm sure the viewers are going to miss my voice.
It'd be fine.
What are we approaching? 2 weeks, roughly 2 weeks left in the season?
I have no idea.
I want to say we have 2
living in the
weeks to
moment.
play. I do know in the future we're going to get some wrestling coverage, I believe.
On the 30th, we are going to have the middle school league meet. And at this time, I'm going to be joined, it looks like I'm going to be joined by TJ Dorsey, who
That's
is
fun.
a staff member.
And if you're a Bulldog viewer, that Dorsey name, they went through the Bulldogs school system.
We won't hold that against them.
We won't, but it's funny that 2 of the brothers taught here at one point in their careers. TJ's still on staff at C&E. The Rockets with their first full court pressure of the night in a 1-2-1-1. Lucas Yeager and his long arms is the top of that 1-2-1-1. The Bulldogs are definitely caught off guard a little bit. Oh, I thought we were going to steal it. Parker Wedding looks like he's going to try to foul here. Gets the foul. 41.3 seconds. I thought he was going to get it earlier. That is actually Parker Wedding's first foul of the game. I think everybody can foul. Connor's got 3. I mean, we'll see if they're going to put the foul in. That's 3 team fouls on the Rockets. There's a long way to go to a bonus. Another inadvertent horn. The Rockets are going to, or the refs are going to honor it, and they're going to bring in the sub of Richardson. He's replacing Rash. I think that actually favors the Rockets a little bit. Rash is pretty quick. Nice man-to-man defense there. Yeager's guarding Melman. Grant Collier tries to get the steal, not getting it. Trying to foul. He basically held the player's hand to get that foul. That's Grant Collier's second foul. The Rockets' 4th foul with 34.8 seconds left to go, down 4. And we're going to have Pooley taking it out. The Rockets are maintaining that man-to-man defense against it. I would love it if they put a longer arm kid on the ball. Yeager guarding Melman. He's going to try to catch him. Gets a foul. That's Lucas Yeager's first 8th grade foul. 5 team fouls for the Rockets. The clock is at 31.9. Sorry we're not ESPN and we don't have that fancy running clock on our screen.
It's because I don't feel like setting up a secondary camera.
No, that would be too hard. That's why I'm trying to give the viewers what time it is. Oh, if Grant would have turned around, gets a foul, that's Grant's 2nd. I thought he could have stolen. Sorry, that's Grant Collier's 3rd, all in the second half.
So there is
the Rockets at 6.
There is a plug-in to hook to the Daktronics scoreboard system, but again, I didn't feel like dropping $600 on it.
I don't blame you. I'm just reminding the viewers. 29.4 seconds. Oh, Parker went and thought. Oh, two great attempts. Oh, they might try to get an intentional there. The Rockets had 2 nearly. Oh, they're going to give that to Grant Collier when Parker Wedding shoved him. Let me see what this goes. This does send the Bulldogs to the line for the 1-and-1. Oh, they are going to give it to Parker Wedding. That's his 2nd. We had 2 near steals, clear fouls. The refs didn't call it, so it was a little bit more of aggressive foul. Not called for the intentional, just a foul. And this sends Baumgartner to the line. This is his first free throw attempts. This is actually their first free throw attempts by anybody on the Bulldogs other than Melman.
Really?
Really, he makes that first, give him 3 points. Yeah, Melman, before that, was the only free throw shooter for the Bulldogs. And that brings Baumgartner to 3, and he's going to tip the bonus portion of the foul. Misses it off the front of the rim, but Melman with an offensive rebound, but throws it into the backcourt. That was a huge save. Melman threw that, came down awkwardly on his knee, We're going to have a timeout, player injury. He twisted in a very odd manner, and as soon as he did it, he went down. There's 21.9 seconds left to go. The Rockets are going to have the ball at half court, down 24-29.
And we're gonna pop out. We'll be back when play resumes.
I'm ready to come back. Melman's helped off the court. I was corrected. I thought it was a knee injury. I think it's a face. I also want to give a shout out because we haven't got to do play. The quiz team had a 2.5-year winning streak that got broken earlier this year. They took down previously undefeated and league leader Georgetown today in a home quiz team match.
Do you have
Connor
an inside
Yeager with the
source on
take.
that?
I do. They won They won the quiz team match 85-62. It was the best match that CNE has had of the year. Beat the previously unbeaten Georgetown. Connor Yeager with the take. He's going to shoot 2. That foul goes against Slaughter. That's his 3rd. Misses the first.
It's a big miss.
That is a big miss. I'm sure he would want that back. Misses the second. But, gets his rebound to Brady Schmidt for a 3. It's good. Give Brady Schmidt 3. Brady Schmidt with the foul. It's going to send Pulley to the line for his first free throws attempts. The Rockets, with 9 seconds left, cut the lead to 27-29. Also tonight, the Lady Rocket Bowlers had their senior night. This was the first group for Jeff Connor of 4-year bowlers, and they are atop the league right now. Pulley with his first free throw of the night. Misses it. Connor Yeager with the rebound. I believe Coach called a timeout. 6.5 seconds left. The Rockets are going to get it. Inbound it at 3/4 court. Sideline facing us. I believe he's taking a full timeout, so we're going to go on mute for a moment.
Bring it back.
Just to recap, we have 6.5 seconds left to go in the game. The Rockets are going to inbound it 3/4 court, down 27-29. Lucas Yeager to Brady Schmidt to Grant Collier, who pump fakes, dribbles with his left hand. The Rockets call a timeout with 3.3. I believe that whole play was just to get it into the Rockets side of the court. We're going to have a timeout by the coach, I believe.
I don't mind that call.
I don't. He's a little frustrated, and I would be too. There were at least a second that went off the clock where he's trying to scream timeout, but the way that the refs were situated in their rotation of the court, neither one of them were by him. 3.3 seconds left to go. Rockets are going to inbound it on their side of the court. Down 2. It's going to be an interesting play. Let's see what they draw up because he's got that clipboard out. In for the Rockets for these last possession, I would assume, is Parker Wedding, who's leading the scoring at 14 points. We also have Grant Collier, Connor Yeager, Lucas Yeager, and Brady Schmidt. Lucas Yeager is going to be the inbounder for the Rockets. The Bulldogs are going to stay in a man-to-man defense, slightly double-teaming Connor Yeager. They're not pressuring the inbounder at all. Connor ends up with it to Brady. Schmidt takes a dribble.
I think he had
The
more.
clock never started. That was awkward. I think there was a delay on the clock, 2.2 seconds. I would definitely agree that it felt longer than 3.3 seconds. They're going to call the game. That shot attempt was up but short. The Rockets fall to the Bulldogs 27-29. I'm going to give a recap of scoring. For the Rockets, Brady Schmidt with a 3. Wyatt Van Pelt with 4. Parker Wedding leads everybody with a big night, 14 points. Connor Yeager with 6. The Rockets had some free throw shooting woes, only hit 4 for the night. For the winning Batavia Bulldogs, Mason Gardner with 3. Max Melman with 10. Caden Phelps with 4. Daniel Smith with 2, Max Rash with 2, Alex Slaughter with 4, and Jaden Pulley with 4. And join us tomorrow at roughly 4:30 as the Rockets host